What if everything you thought you knew about success and happiness was actually holding you back? In this video, we'll explore 10 powerful life lessons that could change your perspective forever and help you unlock the peace and fulfillment you've been searching for. Stick with us to the end. You won't want to miss this. Number 1, honesty and relationships. The key to true connections. In a world where people often wear masks to fit in and please others, honesty can seem like a rare and even risky commodity. But what if I told you that being honest might not always win you a crowd of friends, but it will always lead you to the right ones? Let's dive into why honesty is one of the most powerful tools for building genuine and lasting relationships. Why honesty isn't always popular. Let's face it, honesty doesn't always make us popular. Telling the truth, especially when it's uncomfortable or inconvenient, can make people uncomfortable, even angry. We live in a society where we often try to present our best versions to the world, showing only what we think others want to see. But that's exactly why honesty is so important. It helps you strip away the layers of pretense and exposes the real you. Being honest means embracing vulnerability. It's easier to lie or give a half-truth to avoid conflict or preserve your image. But this can lead to shallow, unfulfilling relationships. The truth may sting sometimes, but it always builds a foundation for deeper, more meaningful connections. And while honesty may not win you instant popularity, it will attract people who appreciate authenticity and value realness over superficiality. The right friends will appreciate your honesty. We often fear losing friends or being judged when we speak our minds. But here's the truth. If someone can't accept the real you, the honest, unapologetic version of who you are, then they might not be the right friend for you in the first place. The people who truly matter will respect your honesty even when it's difficult to hear. They will appreciate your openness, and this will create a relationship built on trust and mutual respect. Think about the people in your life who have truly stuck around through thick and thin. Chances are they value you for your authenticity, your ability to be honest with them, and your willingness to be vulnerable. It's these kinds of relationships that bring us lasting happiness and fulfillment, not the ones based on pretending or fitting into someone else's expectations. Stop worrying about what others think of you. One of the biggest roadblocks to being honest is our constant worry about how others perceive us. We worry that we'll be judged, rejected, or misunderstood if we speak our truth. But here's a powerful realization. Everyone is more focused on themselves than they are on you. The truth is, people are too busy worrying about their own image, their own insecurities, and their own lives to focus heavily on what you're doing or saying. Once you internalize this, it becomes easier to be yourself, to speak up, and to stop censoring your thoughts. You are not defined by the opinions of others, and once you stop living for approval, you will discover a new sense of freedom and peace. You'll realize that the only opinion that truly matters is your own. Learning to be content and happy by yourself. Here's the catch. If you rely on others for your happiness, you're setting yourself up for disappointment. People will come and go, and relationships can change unexpectedly. If you tie your happiness to someone else's presence or approval, you risk losing your peace when circumstances shift. True happiness comes from within. You must learn to be content with yourself first before seeking fulfillment in others. Being comfortable with your own company is not a sign of loneliness or isolation. It's a mark of strength and independence. When you can be happy alone, you're not relying on external validation to feel good about yourself. This makes your relationships more balanced and authentic because you aren't seeking them to fill a void or to boost your self-worth. The strength of self-reliance. By learning to be content with yourself, you also become less dependent on the approval of others, which gives you the freedom to express your true thoughts and desires. This inner peace and confidence will naturally attract the right people. Those who appreciate you for who you truly are, not who you pretend to be. In the end, honesty is a powerful tool for building relationships, not the superficial, fleeting kind, but the deep, lasting connections that help you grow and thrive. So stop worrying about what others think. Stop pretending to be someone you're not and start embracing your true self. You'll find that when you do, you'll attract the people who are truly meant to be in your life. Final thought, the power of being real. It may not always be easy, and it may not always be popular, but being honest will ultimately lead you to the right people, the ones who will support you, challenge you, and love you for who you truly are. And that's the kind of relationship that's worth having. So embrace your authenticity, speak your truth, and watch how the right connections start to form around you. True happiness and fulfillment begin with knowing who you are and being unapologetically yourself. Number 2, don't let emotions control you. The power of making clear-headed decisions. We've all been there, caught in a whirlwind of emotions, making decisions we later regret. Whether it's anger, fear, sadness, or even overwhelming excitement, emotions can cloud our judgment and lead us down paths we wouldn't normally choose. But what if I told you that the key to living a more fulfilling and peaceful life is learning how to separate your emotions from your decisions? Let's explore why not letting emotions control you is one of the most important lessons for gaining clarity and maintaining peace in your life. The danger of making decisions based on temporary emotions. Emotions, as powerful as they are often fleeting. What you feel in the heat of the moment may not be what you truly want or need in the long run. When we let emotions take the wheel, we often make decisions we later regret. Think about the times you've sent an angry text or made a snap judgment about someone only to look back and realize that your emotions were in charge, not your rational mind. Making permanent decisions based on temporary emotions is like setting a course for your life while blindfolded. You may think you're going in the right direction, but when the emotion fades, you might find yourself lost or somewhere you don't want to be. It's a dangerous cycle, and the only way to break it is by learning how to pause, reflect, and think before you act. Learning to overcome fear, the emotion that holds us back. Fear is one of the most powerful emotions that can hold us back in life. It makes us doubt ourselves, paralyze our decisions, and keep us from taking risks. But here's the truth. Fear is a natural response, but it doesn't have to control you. In fact, fear can be a signal that you're about to step outside of your comfort zone, which is often exactly where growth happens. Think about it, some of the best opportunities in life come with a little bit of fear. If we let fear dictate our choices, we'd never try anything new. Whether it's taking that job opportunity, speaking your truth in a difficult conversation, or pursuing a new dream, fear is always going to show up. But what you choose to do in response to fear is what shapes your future. To overcome fear, it's about shifting your mindset from, what if I fail, to, what if I succeed? Start embracing fear as a challenge rather than an obstacle. When you make decisions with a clear head, free from the grip of fear, you open the door to endless possibilities. Stop comparing yourself to others. Another major emotional trap we fall into is comparing ourselves to others. In the age of social media, it's easier than ever to fall into the comparison trap. We see others posting their highlight reels, living what seems like perfect lives, and we think, why don't I have that? Why am I not where they are? Here's the thing. Comparison is the thief of joy. When we compare our lives to others, we're often measuring ourselves against a distorted version of reality. No one's life is perfect, no matter how it looks on the outside. The more you focus on what others have or are doing, the less you focus on what you're doing in your own life. Instead of comparing, focus on your own growth. Your journey is unique, and it's more than enough. If you spend your time comparing yourself to others, you'll never fully appreciate your own accomplishments and the progress you've made. Embrace where you are right now and keep moving forward at your own pace. Taking control, living your life with purpose. The true power lies in making decisions based on your values, goals, and vision, not on how you feel in the moment. Learning to detach from emotions and think clearly allows you to live a life that is driven by purpose rather than reaction. It's not about suppressing emotions, it's about giving yourself the space to feel them without letting them dictate your actions. Emotions are a part of being human, but they don't need to control your every move. By practicing mindfulness, reflection, and emotional intelligence, you can make decisions that align with your true self and the life you want to create. How to stay calm and clear-headed in the heat of the moment. Pause before you act. When you feel a strong emotion coming on, take a moment to breathe and assess the situation. Ask yourself if this emotion is temporary or if it's truly guiding you in the right direction. Reflect on your values. Make sure that the decision you're about to make aligns with your core beliefs and long-term goals. If it doesn't, it may be a decision driven by a fleeting emotion. Practice emotional awareness. Pay attention to how emotions affect your decision-making. The more aware you are of your emotional responses, the better you'll become at managing them. Embrace fear, don't avoid it. Understand that fear doesn't have to hold you back. It can be a sign that you're growing, and that's a good thing. Conclusion. Live life on your own terms. The key to living a fulfilled and calm life is learning not to let emotions control your decisions. Fear, anger, and comparison may all show up, but you have the power to choose how you respond. Don't let temporary emotions dictate your future. Instead, take control of your life by making clear-headed, purposeful decisions that align with who you are and where you want to go. So the next time emotions come rushing in, take a step back, breathe, and ask yourself, is this decision aligned with my true self? Trust yourself and you'll navigate through life with calmness, clarity, and confidence. Number 3, self-care and accepting change. The power of embracing yourself and the world around you. Have you ever found yourself stuck feeling overwhelmed by the demands of life, only to realize that the biggest obstacle in your way is you? It's a difficult truth to face, but self-care isn't just about bubble baths, relaxation, or pampering yourself. It's about acknowledging that sometimes the greatest challenge we face is our own mindset and the way we handle life's inevitable changes. What if I told you that the key to self-care and personal growth is learning how to accept change and recognizing that you are the one holding yourself back? Let's dive into why accepting change and focusing on self-care can truly transform your life, making it not just easier, but also far more fulfilling. Self-care starts with you. The first step in true self-care is realizing that you are your biggest obstacle. This doesn't mean you are to blame for everything that's wrong in your life, but it does mean that you have more control over how you respond to life's challenges than you might realize. The way you think about yourself, your struggles, and the world around you often determines how well you navigate these challenges. We all have an inner critic, that voice inside our head that tells us we're not good enough or that we'll never succeed. This negative self-talk can be incredibly limiting, preventing us from taking the risks we need to grow or simply enjoy life. When we treat ourselves with kindness and respect, acknowledging our worth and potential, we begin to break down those barriers and pave the way for self-improvement. But self-care doesn't stop at the mind. It extends to how we treat our bodies and our emotional well-being. Taking time to rest, eat well, exercise, and nourish your mental health are all crucial parts of self-care. But true self-care is more than just the basics. It's about truly believing in your own value and treating yourself with the same compassion that you would show to a friend. The beauty of accepting change is one of the few constants in life, yet we often resist it, fearing the unknown or feeling overwhelmed by the challenges it brings. But here's the thing, change is not something to fear, it's an opportunity to grow. Accepting change is one of the most empowering things you can do for yourself. Life becomes infinitely easier and more beautiful when you embrace the idea that change is inevitable and necessary. Every new chapter, whether it's a change in your career, relationships, or personal growth, is an opportunity to learn, adapt, and become a better version of yourself. Instead of clinging to the comfort of what you know, try to view change as a path toward new experiences. Instead of seeing change as a threat, see it as a gift, a chance to evolve, become more resilient, and build the life you truly desire. When you stop resisting the natural flow of change, you create space for new opportunities, experiences, and people to enter your life. Seeing the good in others. A key to embracing change. One of the most beautiful things about accepting change is that it often helps us see the good in others. When we accept that everyone, including ourselves, is constantly evolving, we start to appreciate the uniqueness of each person, their growth, and their challenges. Instead of being frustrated or critical when others change, we begin to see them as they are human beings on their own journeys. This shift in perspective makes our relationships stronger. Rather than judging or comparing, we learn to support and encourage those around us. We realize that just as we are allowed to change and grow, so are they, and that's okay. In fact, it's more than okay. It's what makes life so interesting and beautiful. Seeing the good in others also helps us accept ourselves more easily. When we stop judging others for their flaws and embrace their growth, we begin to do the same for ourselves. This shift in mindset is incredibly powerful, allowing us to build stronger connections with the people around us, while also deepening our own sense of self-acceptance. The transformation that comes with acceptance. When you truly accept change, both in yourself and others, you open the door to a more peaceful and fulfilling life. You begin to let go of the fear, anxiety, and resistance that hold you back. Instead, you step into a space of growth and potential, ready to tackle life's challenges with grace and resilience. Self-care is about more than pampering yourself. It's about embracing who you are, flaws and all, and accepting that change is an essential part of life. When you adopt this mindset, life becomes much more beautiful, and you begin to see the good in every situation, no matter how difficult it may seem. Conclusion: embrace change. Embrace yourself, self-care and accepting change go hand in hand. When you learn to accept yourself, flaws and all, and embrace the changes that come with life, you free yourself from the limitations that once held you back. You allow yourself to grow, to evolve, and to live the life you deserve. So take a deep breath, let go of the fear, and trust in your ability to navigate change with resilience. Self-care isn't just about taking care of your body, it's about accepting the beauty of who you are and the journey you're on. Life is a constant evolution, and the sooner you embrace that, the more beautiful and fulfilling your journey will be. Number 4, don't live in the past. Embrace the present and unlock your future. We've all had moments where we look back at our past, whether it's a mistake, a regret, or something we wish we could change, and wonder what if things had gone differently. But here's the hard truth: living in the past only holds you back from reaching your full potential. The past is behind you, and no matter how much time you spend reflecting on it, you can't change a single thing. The power lies in the present, in the choices you make today, and the actions you take right now. Let's dive into why focusing on the present and letting go of the past is the key to unlocking a brighter future. The trap of living in the past. It's easy to get stuck in the past. We replay old mistakes, obsess over what went wrong, or wonder how life could have been different. It's like being trapped in a loop of what-ifs and if-onlys. But while reflecting on the past can sometimes be helpful for learning and growth, spending too much time there only prevents you from moving forward. Here's the thing: the past is a closed chapter, and living in it is like trying to drive forward while constantly looking in the rearview mirror. You might feel stuck, like you're not making progress. But what if you shifted your focus to the present? The future doesn't exist yet, but you have the power to shape it. What you do today, how you act now, and the decisions you make in this very moment are what determine the path ahead. Releasing the weight of regret. Regret is a powerful emotion, and it's one that can easily keep you tethered to the past. If only I had done this differently, or if only I had taken that opportunity, are phrases that can echo in your mind, weighing you down. But here's the reality: regret is a heavy burden that serves no purpose unless you learn from it. Instead of dwelling on what you didn't do, think about how you can apply those lessons to your present life. Every mistake or missed opportunity is a lesson in disguise. The real key to growth is not in wishing for a different past, but in using your past experiences to guide your future decisions. By forgiving yourself for past mistakes and letting go of the what-ifs, you release the emotional weight that's been holding you back. You make space for new possibilities and opportunities to enter your life. Focus on the present. The power of now, one of the greatest gifts you can give yourself, is to be fully present in the moment. The present is where all your power lies. When you focus on the here and now, you stop being haunted by the past and start taking action toward the life you want to create. Being present means paying attention to what's happening right now instead of worrying about what happened yesterday or what might happen tomorrow. It's about fully engaging with the task at hand, whether it's working toward a goal, spending time with loved ones, or simply enjoying the beauty of life. This doesn't mean you should ignore your past or forget about your future goals, but rather it means you should use the present moment as a springboard for your actions. It's about choosing to act, create, and grow right now without waiting for the perfect moment or dwelling on missed chances. Take control of your future. The future is a blank canvas, and you are the artist. If you want to change your life, you have to start with today. The choices you make today set the foundation for your future success. Whether it's small steps like starting a new habit or big decisions like pursuing a new career, every action counts. Don't let the past define you. Instead, let it fuel you to create a future that excites you. You might not be able to control every aspect of your life, but you always have control over how you respond to what comes your way. Focus on what you can do now to improve your situation, to learn and to grow. Living with purpose. Moving beyond the past. To truly thrive, you need to cultivate a mindset that's forward-focused. Living with purpose means setting intentions for the future while still appreciating the present. It's about creating a vision for your life that isn't anchored in past mistakes or missed opportunities, but in the possibilities that lie ahead. Focus on what you can do today to improve your life, whether it's pursuing a new goal, taking care of your health, or learning something new. Life is too short to spend it constantly looking back. Conclusion: your future starts now. The past is gone, and it's time to stop letting it dictate your future. Don't live in the past, live in the present, and let that guide you toward a future you can be proud of. Your potential is limitless, and the only way to unlock it is by taking action in the here and now. So take a moment to release the past and embrace today. The choices you make today will shape the future you desire. Don't waste time looking back at what could have been. Instead, focus on what you can do now to create the life you've always dreamed of. The future is waiting for you. Start creating it now. Number 5, take care of your health and manage emotions. The power of self-care and emotional mastery. In the hustle and bustle of daily life, it's easy to overlook the most important thing you have: your health. You only have one body, and it's the foundation of everything you do. But it's not just about physical health. It's also about managing your emotions and learning how to cope with the ups and downs of life. When you take care of both your body and mind, you unlock the power to face challenges head-on and create a more fulfilling life. Let's dive into why caring for your health and mastering your emotions are key to living a life of peace, strength, and resilience. Your body is your foundation. We often take our health for granted until something goes wrong. But what if you treated your body with the same care and attention that you give your work relationships or personal goals? Your body is the vehicle that carries you through life, and without it functioning properly, it's hard to achieve anything. Taking care of your health goes beyond just eating right and exercising. It's about giving yourself the rest and recovery you need, managing stress, and paying attention to your mental well-being. When you prioritize your physical health, you are investing in your ability to thrive in all areas of life. Simple actions like getting enough sleep, staying hydrated, eating a balanced diet, and exercising regularly can work wonders for your energy, mood, and overall well-being. But it's also important to listen to your body. When something feels off, don't ignore it. Seek help, whether that's through a doctor, a therapist, or a lifestyle change. Remember, your body is speaking to you. It's your job to listen and care for it. Emotions are powerful, but they don't have to control you. Emotions are an essential part of being human. They can inspire, motivate, and help us connect with others. However, when emotions take the driver's seat, they can lead us down paths we don't want to go. Anger, fear, stress, and sadness are powerful forces, but if you let them control you, they can have a lasting negative impact on your decisions, relationships, and health. The key is learning to manage your emotions, not be controlled by them. Emotions are natural responses to situations, but how you choose to react is what matters most. The more aware you are of your emotions, the better equipped you'll be to handle them with grace and control. Instead of letting fear or anger dictate your actions, take a moment to pause and reflect. Ask yourself, how do I want to respond to this? This simple practice can change everything. When you take a step back, you give yourself the space to make conscious decisions that align with your values rather than reacting impulsively. Facing pain and overcoming challenges. Life is full of challenges. From personal struggles to professional setbacks, there will always be obstacles along the way. But how you handle pain and adversity determines your strength and resilience. When you face difficulties, it's easy to feel overwhelmed or discouraged. But remember, pain is not permanent, and every challenge carries a lesson. Instead of avoiding pain, learn to face it head-on. Pain often pushes us to grow and evolve. Whether it's physical, emotional, or mental pain can be a teacher if you allow it to be. When you learn from your pain, you become stronger and more capable of handling whatever comes your way. It's important to acknowledge that pain is a part of life. It doesn't define you, and it doesn't have to break you. By taking care of your health, both physically and emotionally, you can build the resilience to face even the hardest of times with confidence and strength. Emotional resilience building. Strength from within resilience is a skill that we can all develop with time and practice. It's the ability to bounce back from setbacks, adapt to change, and keep going despite challenges. Emotional resilience is about learning how to navigate your feelings rather than being overwhelmed by them. Start by practicing emotional awareness. Recognize when your emotions are taking over and take steps to ground yourself. Whether that's through deep breathing meditation or simply taking a moment to clear your head, Learning to manage your emotions is a powerful tool for building resilience. In addition, embrace the idea that setbacks are not failures, but opportunities to learn and grow. When things don't go as planned, ask yourself, what can I learn from this? How can I use this experience to become stronger? The power of self-care and emotional mastery. When you care for your health and learn to manage your emotions, you build a foundation for a life that is not only fulfilling, but also sustainable. Self-care is more than just pampering yourself. It's about nurturing your mind, body, and spirit so that you can face life with strength and resilience. Take action today, prioritize your health. Learn how to manage your emotions and embrace the challenges that life brings. Remember, you are capable of handling anything that comes your way, and with the right mindset and care, you can grow stronger from each experience. Conclusion: take charge of your life. Your health and emotions are in your hands. By taking care of your body and learning to manage your emotions, you can unlock a life full of strength, resilience, and peace. Don't let stress, fear, or pain control your life. Embrace them, learn from them, and let them fuel your growth. So take a deep breath, take care of yourself, and face each day with confidence. Your mind and body will thank you for it. Number 6, perseverance and commitment. The keys to achieving your goals and embracing change. When you think about success in life, what comes to mind? It's easy to get caught up in the idea of quick wins and instant gratification. But the truth is true. Success is built on perseverance and commitment, two qualities that turn dreams into reality no matter how long it takes or how many obstacles you face. Let's dive into why commitment, consistency, and persistence are essential for success, and how embracing them can help you achieve your goals, build resilience, and even cope with life's inevitable changes. Commitment, the spark that gets you started. Commitment is the starting point for everything. It's that initial spark of motivation that gets you moving toward your goal, whether it's a new career, a fitness journey, or a personal project. Without commitment, nothing would begin. You might dream about your goals, but without making the decision to commit to them, you're stuck in a cycle of planning without action. However, commitment alone is not enough. It's easy to commit to something when you're excited, but as the excitement fades and challenges arise, the true test of commitment begins. To truly achieve anything worthwhile, commitment is what sets you on the path, but consistency and persistence are what carry you forward. Consistency, the steady force that moves you forward. Once you've committed to something, it's time to show up every day. Consistency is what separates those who dream from those who achieve. It's about making progress no matter how small every single day. Whether it's working on your fitness goals, advancing in your career, or nurturing a relationship, the consistent effort you put in day after day is what gets you closer to your destination. It's easy to get discouraged when progress feels slow or invisible, but remember, consistency compounds. The small actions you take consistently will add up over time, and one day you'll look back and realize just how far you've come. Consistency builds momentum, and that momentum will push you forward even when the road gets tough. Persistence, the quality that keeps you going. While consistency will keep you moving forward, it's persistence that ensures you keep going when the going gets tough. Life is filled with challenges, setbacks, and moments of doubt. There will be times when everything seems to be falling apart, and quitting feels like the easiest option. But it's persistence, the ability to keep going despite the challenges, that transforms ordinary people into extraordinary achievers. Persistence means refusing to give up when things get difficult. It's about standing up after you've fallen, learning from your mistakes, and continuing on the path. There are no shortcuts to success, and the road will always have its bumps. But if you can persist even through failure, you're building resilience. Every time you get back up, you become stronger. And every time you continue despite the odds, you move closer to success. Embrace the journey, love more than once. It's important to remember that life is not a straight line, and the journey to success is rarely a smooth ride. Sometimes you'll face unexpected detours, or you may even encounter moments when you have to start over. The key is to embrace these changes, knowing that they are part of the process. Whether it's a career change, a relationship ending, or a shift in your goals, the ability to move on and adapt is essential for growth. You might even find that you fall in love more than once, whether it's with a new job, a new passion, or even a new person. Life is about evolution, and just because something or someone leaves doesn't mean you can't start again. In fact, sometimes the best things happen after we let go of what no longer serves us. Don't fear change. Instead, see it as an opportunity for growth and the chance to create something even more beautiful and fulfilling. The power of perseverance and commitment. So what does all of this mean? Perseverance and commitment are the foundation of everything you'll achieve in life. They are the tools that turn your goals into reality, no matter how many times you fail or how long it takes to get there. Remember, commitment gets you started, consistency moves you forward, and persistence keeps you going even when the journey gets tough. Don't be afraid to embrace the ups and downs of life. Falling in love more than once, whether with a person or a new goal, is a beautiful part of the process. Life is full of opportunities to begin again, to evolve, and to become the person you were always meant to be. Conclusion: keep going, your success awaits. No matter where you are in your journey, remember that commitment, consistency, and persistence will always lead you to success. Stay committed to your goals, show up every day, and keep going, no matter the obstacles. Life is full of twists and turns, but with perseverance, you can handle whatever comes your way. So take that first step, stay consistent, and never give up. Your future self will thank you for it. Number 7, self-improvement and facing hardships. The power of action over complaints. Have you ever felt stuck in a cycle of overthinking, complaints, or frustration about your life's challenges? It's easy to get caught in the trap of wanting everything to be perfect, wanting to have all the answers, or wishing for life's obstacles to disappear. But here's a powerful realization that could change everything. Life changes when you realize you don't need to know everything. Sometimes maturity doesn't come from having all the answers. It comes from knowing when to stop complaining and start taking action. Let's explore how embracing self-improvement and facing hardships head-on can lead to personal growth, greater resilience, and a deeper sense of peace. The struggle of wanting to know everything. In today's world, we often feel the pressure to have it all figured out. From career goals to personal relationships, there's a constant expectation to have every answer, to know what comes next, and to avoid making mistakes. But the truth is, nobody knows everything. Trying to control or understand every aspect of life can be overwhelming, and it often leads to unnecessary stress. This desire for perfection can hold you back from moving forward. Self-improvement is not about having everything figured out. It's about making progress even when things are uncertain. When you stop trying to know everything and accept that life is unpredictable, you allow yourself the freedom to take action, learn, and grow. You don't have to wait for all the pieces to fall into place before making a move. Sometimes the best thing you can do is simply start, even if you're not sure exactly where the path leads. The pitfall of complaints. It's normal to complain when things aren't going the way we want. We've all been there, feeling frustrated, blaming others, or wishing circumstances would change. But here's the thing: complaining doesn't change anything. Complaints often keep us stuck in the same negative mindset. They keep us focusing on the problem rather than the solution. Instead of dwelling on what's wrong, start focusing on what you can do about it. Complaints might feel good in the moment, but they drain your energy and keep you from taking the steps you need to move forward. Maturity comes when we stop focusing on what we can't control and start focusing on what we can. Life is full of challenges and obstacles, and while we can't always change the circumstances, we can control our response to them. Taking action, no matter how small, is the key to overcoming hardships and achieving real self-improvement. Taking action, the path to growth. So how do you stop the cycle of complaints and begin taking action? It starts with accepting responsibility for your life and recognizing that you have the power to change your circumstances even when things feel difficult. When you shift your focus from complaining to taking action, you break free from the chains of inaction and set yourself on the path of growth. Taking action doesn't always mean big sweeping changes. Sometimes it's the small, consistent efforts that lead to significant transformation. Whether it's making a phone call you've been avoiding, starting a new habit, or having an honest conversation, every step you take toward action is a step away from frustration and toward progress. And here's the most exciting part: every action you take, no matter how small, builds momentum. You start to gain confidence, clarity, and a sense of control over your life. The more you act, the more empowered you feel, and that in turn makes it easier to face the next challenge. Facing hardships. Turning struggles into strength. Life is full of challenges, and sometimes it feels like the weight of the world is on your shoulders. But the hardships you face are not here to break you, they're here to build you. Instead of seeing challenges as setbacks, try to see them as opportunities. Every obstacle is an opportunity to learn something new about yourself, to become more resilient, and to grow stronger. It's through adversity that you discover your true strength. When you face hardships head-on and take action, you build the mental and emotional muscles needed to handle whatever life throws at you. Self-improvement is about getting better every day, not just in the easy moments, but in the tough ones too. It's about learning how to handle disappointment, how to stay calm under pressure, and how to keep moving forward when the road gets tough. Conclusion: stop complaining, start growing. If you're tired of feeling stuck in the cycle of complaints and frustration, it's time to take action. The key to self-improvement is not in knowing everything, but in doing anything that moves you closer to your goals. Life may not always be easy, but it's through facing difficulties and taking action that we grow stronger, wiser, and more resilient. So stop waiting for the perfect moment to act. Take a step forward today. Whether it's making a decision, starting a new project, or simply taking care of yourself, every action counts. You have the power to create the life you want, and it all starts with embracing the challenges, learning from them, and taking the next step with confidence. Your growth is in your hands. Start today and let go of the need to know everything. Maturity and success come from taking action, not waiting for things to be perfect. Number 8, doing good and facing challenges. How criticism and doubts can fuel your strength. Have you ever had a dream, a goal, or a vision only to be met with criticism or doubt from others? It's a reality we all face at some point, and for many it can feel discouraging or even defeating. But here's a powerful truth: criticism and doubts from others are not signs of failure. They are signs that you are pushing boundaries and growing. The key to success isn't avoiding challenges or pleasing everyone around you. It's about facing those challenges head-on, staying true to your path, and using every obstacle as an opportunity to become stronger. Don't let criticism define you. One of the hardest things to handle is the negative opinions and criticism from those around you. Whether it's a friend, family member, or even a stranger, the sting of criticism can make you question everything about yourself and your goals. But here's the reality: their criticism is about them, not you. People often project their fears, insecurities, and limitations onto others. When someone doubts you or criticizes your choices, it says more about their mindset than yours. Instead of allowing the voices of doubt to control you, use criticism as fuel. Every time someone doubts your abilities or questions, your choices see it as an opportunity to prove them wrong, not because you need to seek validation, but because you're validating yourself. You are the only one who knows your potential and the depth of your commitment to your goals. Fighting through challenges makes you stronger. Life is filled with obstacles, and it's easy to get discouraged when things don't go as planned. There will be moments when everything seems to be falling apart, when it feels like the universe is working against you. But this is where the magic happens. It's in those very moments of struggle that your strength is built. Every challenge you face is not there to break you, but to shape you. Think about the most resilient people you admire. They didn't get to where they are by avoiding hardships. They faced them, they fought through them, and they came out stronger on the other side. You don't become stronger by running from challenges. You become stronger by facing them head-on with courage and determination. Remember, growth doesn't happen in comfort zones. The most powerful transformations come when you push past the limits of what you thought was possible. Every time you face a challenge, you develop new skills, resilience, and a deeper understanding of who you are. Embrace the struggle because it's building the version of you that you've always wanted to become. The strength in perseverance. Perseverance is the key that unlocks the door to success. No matter how many obstacles you face or how many people doubt you, keep going. It's not about how many times you fall, it's about how many times you get back up. Life is not a straight path. It's a winding road filled with bumps, detours, and unexpected turns. But perseverance means staying on that road no matter how tough it gets. When you encounter challenges, don't let them discourage you. Instead of asking, "Why is this happening to me?" ask, "What can I learn from this?" Each setback is a chance to adapt, learn, and improve. And the more you push through, the more resilient you become. The world needs your unique strength, your unique story, and your unique impact. Don't let anything hold you back from showing up fully. Let doubt strengthen your resolve. Doubt is something everyone experiences, and it's often the loudest in our minds when we're on the verge of something big. It's completely normal to question yourself, your goals, and your abilities. But don't let doubt paralyze you. Let it drive you. When doubt creeps in, use it as a reminder that you are challenging yourself, and that's a sign of growth. Every great achievement was once met with doubt, doubt from others, and doubt from the self. The key is to acknowledge the doubt, but don't let it take control. Instead of letting it stop, you let it fuel your determination to keep moving forward. The fact that you're pushing through doubt is what sets you apart and gives you the strength to reach your goals. Remember, nothing worth achieving comes without its challenges, and overcoming those challenges is what makes success so sweet. Conclusion: keep fighting and embrace the journey. When faced with criticism, doubts, or challenges, remember this: you are stronger than you think. Every obstacle is an opportunity to become the person you were always meant to be. Keep fighting, keep pushing, and keep facing those challenges with everything you've got. The road won't always be easy, but the strength you gain from pushing through will be worth every bit of effort. Don't let criticism or doubts define your journey. Use them to fuel your fire. Stay true to your path and let every challenge make you stronger, wiser, and more unstoppable. The world is waiting for you to show up in all your strength, resilience, and authenticity. Keep fighting, keep growing, and never back down. Your future self will thank you for the battles you fought today. Number 9. Life is not always fair. How to control your reactions and overcome challenges. Life, as we all know, is not always fair. There are times when things don't go the way we expect, and we are faced with situations that feel out of our control. It's easy to get caught up in the frustration, anger, or resentment that comes with life's unfairness. But here's the truth: while you can't control everything, you absolutely have control over how you react. The way you choose to respond to life's challenges determines your ability to overcome them and move forward. In this video, let's dive into how to trust yourself and find ways to rise above difficulties, even when the world feels stacked against you. The truth about life's injustice. We all face moments when life doesn't seem fair. Maybe you've worked hard for something only to have it taken away unexpectedly. Or perhaps you've been treated unfairly by someone and you feel powerless to do anything about it. These moments can make you question everything, leading to frustration and a sense of helplessness. But the truth is, life's unfairness is a universal experience. No one is exempt. Life doesn't owe us fairness, and things don't always go according to plan. People make mistakes, systems fail, and circumstances shift unexpectedly. Accepting this harsh truth is the first step in finding peace. When you accept that some things are beyond your control, you free yourself from the frustration of trying to fix what can't be fixed. Instead of focusing on the unfairness of the situation, shift your focus to what you can control: your thoughts, your reactions, and your next steps. Control what you can. Your reaction matters. In any difficult situation, there is one thing you always have control over: your reaction. While you can't control how others behave or the challenges life throws at you, you can choose how you respond. Your reaction can either keep you stuck in negativity or help you move forward and find a solution. Let's face it, being reactive, especially in moments of pain or frustration, is easy. It's tempting to give in to anger or despair when things go wrong, but doing so only prolongs your suffering. Instead, try choosing a response that empowers you. Pause, breathe, and ask yourself, how do I want to respond to this? This simple shift in mindset can make all the difference in how you navigate through tough times. When you choose to respond with calm, clarity, and confidence, you unlock your ability to handle adversity with strength. By controlling your reactions, you regain a sense of power over your situation. You stop letting life's unfairness dictate your emotional state, and instead you start dictating how you move forward. Trust yourself, the key to overcoming difficulties. In the face of adversity, one of the most important things you can do is trust yourself. There's a powerful inner strength inside each of us, waiting to be tapped into. Trusting yourself means believing that no matter what challenges come your way, you have the ability to handle them and find a way through. Trust isn't something that's always easy, especially if you've been knocked down before. But here's the truth: your past struggles have already equipped you with valuable tools to handle new challenges. Every hardship you've faced has taught you something important about resilience, about your own strength, and about what works and what doesn't. So when life gets tough, remember you've made it through difficult times before, and you can do it again. Trust your instincts, trust your skills, And most importantly, trust your ability to adapt. Believing in yourself is a powerful act that fuels your ability to take action, find solutions, and ultimately overcome anything life throws your way. Turning obstacles into opportunities. Instead of focusing on how unfair life is, start asking yourself how you can turn the obstacle in front of you into an opportunity for growth. Every challenge is a chance to learn, evolve, and build resilience. While it's normal to feel upset when things don't go as planned, remember that every setback is a setup for a comeback. When faced with difficulties, ask questions like, what can I learn from this situation? How can I grow from this experience? What steps can I take to move forward even if the path isn't clear? By shifting your mindset to see challenges as opportunities for growth, you take back control. You turn your pain into progress and your frustration into fuel for future success. Conclusion. Embrace life's challenges with confidence. Life isn't always fair, and there will always be obstacles that seem impossible to overcome. But remember, you have the power to choose how you react and how you handle those challenges. Trust yourself and use every challenge as a stepping stone to build resilience, inner strength, and confidence. So the next time life feels unfair, take a moment to pause, breathe, and remind yourself you can't control everything, but you control how you react. With the right mindset, you can face any difficulty and come out even stronger on the other side. Trust in your ability to overcome challenges. Your future self will thank you for it. Stay focused, stay strong, and keep moving forward. Life may not always be fair, but with your reactions, your resilience, and your self-trust, you can turn every setback into a comeback. Number 10, freedom and happiness. Embrace change and unlock your true potential. Have you ever found yourself thinking that happiness is simply a life free from problems? That if you could just get rid of all the challenges, everything would be perfect? It's a common belief, but here's a truth that might surprise you. Happiness isn't the absence of problems. It's the ability to deal with them. In fact, the challenges you face may be the very things that unlock your potential for growth, freedom, and true happiness. So what if we stopped fearing change and began seeing it as the opportunity to grow and live the life we've always dreamed of? In this video, let's dive into how embracing change and developing the ability to face challenges can set you free, and how this can lead to a more fulfilling and happy life. Happiness is not the absence of problems. It's easy to assume that happiness is just a life where everything is smooth sailing, no setbacks, no challenges, no tough times. But what if I told you that true happiness is not about avoiding problems, but about how you respond to them? Think about it. When life is problem-free, you might feel content for a moment, but without challenges, there is no growth. It's in overcoming adversity, facing tough decisions, and pushing through difficulties that we truly grow as individuals. Happiness, then, is not about having no problems at all, but developing the resilience and mindset to handle them when they arise. Challenges are inevitable. They come in all shapes and sizes, from personal struggles to professional setbacks. But it's how we respond to them that determines our level of happiness. The more we learn to approach problems with a clear mind and a calm heart, the more empowered we feel. And that empowerment is what leads to true freedom. Embrace change. It's an opportunity to grow. Change is a constant in life. No matter how much we try to avoid it, things are always shifting: our careers, relationships, and even our personal goals. But here's the thing, change doesn't have to be something we fear. In fact, it's often the very thing we need to unlock our growth and step into the future we've always dreamed of. We've all heard the saying, the only constant in life is change. But how often do we resist it? We cling to what's familiar even when it no longer serves us because we're afraid of the unknown. But when we embrace change instead of fearing it, we give ourselves the freedom to evolve, to try new things, and to take bold steps toward the life we truly desire. Change is an opportunity to leave behind what no longer works, to explore new possibilities, and to push ourselves in ways we've never imagined. When you start to see change as a chance to grow, rather than something to fear, you open yourself up to endless possibilities for growth and happiness. The power of self-mastery in facing challenges. When life presents challenges, the first step toward happiness is learning how to master your emotions and reactions. It's easy to get overwhelmed or frustrated when things don't go your way, but true freedom comes when we stop letting external circumstances dictate how we feel. Imagine this: you face a difficult situation, maybe a setback at work or a personal conflict, and instead of reacting with anger or fear, you choose to approach it with calmness, curiosity, and resilience. The moment you realize that you have control over how you respond, you take back your power. That's when you truly begin to experience freedom. Developing self-mastery means understanding that challenges are not obstacles, but opportunities for growth. With each challenge you overcome, you gain more confidence in your ability to handle whatever comes your way. This process of building resilience is what creates true happiness, because it's rooted in your own strength, not in the circumstances around you. Living your dreams through change. What if I told you that change is not only necessary for growth, it's the key to living your dreams? Whether it's changing careers, moving to a new place, or embarking on a personal transformation, the only way to live your dreams is to step out of your comfort zone and embrace the opportunities that change brings. Yes, it's scary. Yes, it's uncertain. But every step you take toward change is a step closer to becoming the person you're meant to be. The more you embrace change with open arms, the more freedom you create for yourself to live authentically and fulfill your deepest desires. If you keep waiting for the perfect problem-free life to finally arrive, you may be waiting forever. Instead, live in the present moment and embrace each change with the belief that it's taking you closer to your dream life. Conclusion: freedom and happiness are yours to create. At the end of the day, happiness isn't something that just happens to you. It's something you create. When you stop fearing problems and change, you unlock the freedom to grow, learn, and live the life you truly desire. Challenges will come and go, but how you choose to face them determines your path to happiness. So next time you're faced with a difficult situation or a change in your life, instead of fearing it, embrace it. See it as an opportunity to evolve, to grow stronger, and to move closer to your dreams. Happiness doesn't come from avoiding problems. It comes from having the courage to face them with grace and resilience. Your future is waiting for you. It's time to embrace change, overcome challenges, and live your dream life. Freedom and happiness are yours to create.